program is through. To your son Jesus Christ, let me pray. Amen.
A number of people brainstorm the idea of linking all the various communities together. And from that initiative, the name Wagwater Valley Development.
Tonight to award 27 individual schools development committees. We know them locally as our community-based organizations. With us tonight are over 10 specially invited guests who have showed up tonight to make their support known to this committee. I want to begin with welcoming our Member of Parliament, Dr. Winston Green, who has committed his support to this organization. However, he's not here with us tonight, but nonetheless, he has committed himself to this committee on June 15, 2012 as a non-profit organization with the intention of creating opportunities to all 15 communities that we represent. From Golden Valley to Rock River to Broadgate, and all together we make up the Castle. What's important is that we can't do it without the resources. We can't do it without everyone on board, and we can't do it without the money to maintain them.
With what is happening, that this community is going to do very well. And we have an announcement to make, and Mr. Sinclair is aware of it, and he's one of our patrons for the Country Style Community Tourism Network program. And we are going to include this community as one of our 36 pilot projects for the Villages as Businesses program. So that means that you're on the map already with us, and we're going to offer complimentary membership for 1 year for the Wagwater Valley Development Committee. Right. And when you are a member of our organization, you're also a member of the International Institute for Peace through Tourism, which is an international organization dedicated to developing the natural, the cultural, the social, and the economic business of the world. And what we are promoting is that if we do not make peace with communities, we have nothing. And the way to make peace is to train and develop people for them to realize the potential that they have, especially the young people that need opportunities. We should not be focusing on jobs. We should be focusing on entrepreneurship, which means that you're risk takers. That's what entrepreneurship means. You have vision and you have a mission. And I can see you're raring to go here, and I'm excited just by hearing what I've heard. You're also a member of the International Institute for Peace through Tourism international network that we have established for community tourism, which involves 70 countries. So you already know are internationally recognized, because what I promise you is that this function, we will do a press release, or whatever you do for a press release, we will put it in our newsletter that goes out to 70 countries. So everybody going to know about this place. And they're going to say, we want to come here when we come to Jamaica. Now, the kind of guests that we have coming in our responsible tourism world, they want to get involved with community development while on vacation. And they want projects. They want the projects of communities. They want to pick a project while on vacation. And they want to also get involved with adopted villages. Many people have money, but they're not quite sure what to do with it. So we're telling them what to do with it. We're doing presentations everywhere. We're getting good response. The Jamaican organizations have now gravitated towards us. They said that they don't like bureaucracy. They want to be able to come direct to the projects. So they have, we asked them for 36 Villages program, which, just for everybody to know, includes training people, having a Villages conference and trade show next year. And we also want to do more study tours and to set up a trust fund for every village. Every village must have a capital base. And when you are earning your money, you put some money towards a trust fund and you build up your own capital base and make you become independent and not dependent. There's too much handout mentality that goes on. And people making comments like, "Not go on for me." Let me tell you something. If you want something to go on for you have to get yourself prepared. First, you have to deal with yourself. first, spiritually. People forget about the spiritual side. You know, people think it don't matter, God don't matter, but it matters because if you can't be successful if you don't have God in your life. Let me just tell you straight, okay? That is how I operate. Spiritual development, education, you young people listen carefully because you're looking on TV and said, oh, you know, it don't matter, let them go pray, it don't matter. It is a very important thing to do, to pray. Everything you do must be done in a prayerful way, and you offer it up and let God guide the way. And you will get spiritual direction what to do. And I have to tell you that the name Villages of Business is not me naming it, it's the Holy Spirit. I prayed and the next morning it was on my lips. And this is what the mission is. Okay? We're moving forward to show the younger generation that if they get themselves organized in a disciplined way, dress properly. I have to mention that because I see too many young people with the pants hanging down, the young men showing their underpants. I don't know who they're trying to attract because women don't like it, right? So we need to start talking to them. I talk to them, I say, hey man, your pants dropping off whenever I pass them on the road. A lot of the young ladies are not dressing as young ladies. I'm talking plain because I need you to understand that when you're dealing with community development, it's not just to pretty up the place. You must deal with yourself too. You must present yourself properly as ladies and gentlemen and business people. For people to pay attention to you, you need to be business people. Like how Mr. Sinclair is business-like and set up this wonderful place, which I have to tell you, I've not been to before. And I'm excited because he has always said I must come, but for some reason there's always a rush and we can't get to come. I want you to know that if you're not business-like and set up a business plan for your community, we need a business plan. If you need help, we can get it done free of cost for you. We have people who are ready and willing to do it. And then every business should have a business plan. The school must have a business plan. I hear you're going to do the trail. It's great to do the trail. But don't just focus on doing the trail. You need to focus on the development of the people. And that trail is for your community first and foremost. And then you're going to invite visitors, local, international visitors, to enjoy your attraction, not a tourist attraction. Please don't use the word tourist attraction. It is yours. And you must value it, and you must understand it, and you must be excited about it. And then now you can market it along with the rest of the community, not just to come and do hiking, but to enjoy the community experience, because that's what we are promoting, community experience of Jamaica and the Caribbean. I'm proud to tell you that we now have a South African chapter of our organization. We have a Caribbean chapter coming up now. We've been working with the Caribbean for 30 years. St. Lucia came to us. Dominica came to us, and they all came to us to learn how we approach tourism. And I'm going down there on a mission because we are doing the official launch of this program with the IPT Peace Villages. And every village on our program, and I'm going to end this way, must have a peace park. So I'd like you to identify a park. And what that is, the peace park, is that it must be a park where families and churches and the groups can come together and enjoy nature, enjoy recreation, be able to play. You know, for the young people don't have to go and play on the road. They can go into a park and you can have concerts and, you know, get-togethers. Not the, what I call ones, but the uplifting concerts. And I wish you all a very, very successful event here, and I'm looking forward to eating as well, because you know food is an important part, and healthy lifestyle. I'm sure you have a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables here. That's what people want, and I'm looking forward to hearing more from you and your chairman. And you can count on us, the Country Style Community Tourism Network and the International Institute for Peace Through Tourism, as your working partners to make you a very successful village experience. Thank you.
My name is Wesley Gale and I represent myislandjamaica.com, company online that really share all things Jamaica, and the food, the culture, the history, the people, happenings, and all of that. Thanks, Mr. Sinclair, for the special invitation, sir. I really appreciate it. You know, it's something that falls right in my Island Jamaica theme. And so, again, I appreciate that. I love my country. I believe in my country. I really do, but there are some realities that we can't ignore. The unemployment, poverty, crime, and all of that, you know, we worry about every day. And so, you know, it's initiatives like these that we really need to commend, support, and highlight. And so, Wagwater Development Committee, rest assured that I will, in whatever way I can, trumpet the message out to the rest of Jamaica and the rest of the diaspora, perhaps, and the world. As Ms. Diana Pike indicated earlier, it's efforts like these, one by one, that will help to bring Jamaica to a stable and sustainable country that we all dream of. So I wish you well, Wagwater Valley. I hope that you will become an example, a shining light, a beacon to St. Mary and the rest of Jamaica.
These people are bad. Oh boy, it is about time. Somebody stand up for us. We know our rights, so respect them. Fast story come to bomb.
Awardees, good evening to all the special guest community members. A wonderful evening to you all. Now I take great pleasure in presenting to you our guest speaker for the evening. This individual is a past student of Cornwall College, holder of Masters in Science and National Security and Strategic Studies from the University of the West Indies and the China Defense University. He also has Bachelor's of Business Administration, majoring in Human Resource Management from the University of Technology. He has been on many professional courses in places such as London, Singapore, Sweden, just to name a few. He achieved the Medal of Honor for Meritorious Services in 2005, Vice Chairman for the Security Committee of Cricket World Cup 2007. He served as Head of the Traffic Department and Administrative Director of Jamaica Constabulary Staff College, Head of Criminal Investigation Branch, and is presently the Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of Area 2 Headquarters. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome ACP.
It's really a great pleasure to be sharing, I think, in one of our most prestigious events to be held in St. Mary. I'd like to start by offering my own words of congratulations to our heroes and heroines who are to be presented tonight. We need to remind ourselves that together we stand, but divided we will fall. It takes strong resolve and great sacrifice to make a community strong. We must continuously remind ourselves that this community is ours, and we will not give it up to those who want to create havoc in it. This event this evening is a demonstration that we have the resolve to fight those who want to fight us. And I'm sure we will win. And we must win. Because if we don't, then this community will be taken over by hoodlums. And that cannot happen, will not happen, and must not happen. So let's again reaffirm our commitment to building a strong community. For those of you who have been awarded, you have demonstrated that you are willing to do it. The rest of us must take a cue from them and demonstrate in very tangible ways that we are willing to put our monies where our mouths are. Some of us only talk but do nothing. We need now to start doing, start demonstrating. We heard that Mr. Sinclair and Mr. Eyre actually started this program. I know those two gentlemen many years now, and I am sure that it's because of their commitment to the project and to this community why they have stuck with it. It has been difficult, I'm sure, but they have stuck with it. You too need to join them in ensuring that their efforts do not go in vain. In St. Mary, we have some problems. And I'll just share a few of the issues I consider problems that can be resolved and must be resolved. If we don't resolve these problems, the economic value of this project is going to be diminished significantly. Crime is inextricably linked to community development. You can't have community development if you have high levels of crime. So we're going to have to reduce the crime so that the community can develop and all of us can extricate ourselves from poverty. Poverty is not something that all of us, we want to live in. But if we continue to be cowards, if we continue to do the wrong things, then we are going to live in poverty for the rest of our lives. This is an effort this evening to demonstrate that we can dig ourselves out of poverty by having projects like these. So far this year, St. Mary has seen a 17.5% decrease in crime. I think all of you here should celebrate that because you have contributed in some ways to those reductions. And so again, give yourself a big hand. Notwithstanding that, we have some areas of concerns. What are these? There is a problem with break-ins, shop breaking, house breaking, storehouse break-ins across the parish. I'm not saying it's particularly to this area, but it is across the parish, and we want to make St. Mary a very safe parish. What are some of the solutions to breaking? First, we could set up neighborhood watches. What that will do is encourage us to be our neighbors' keepers. And I think it's very important that we build strong communities. We have neighborhood watch programs that will encourage us to know who live in our communities. So when we have these meetings and people turn out, we'll know that yes, this is a member of the community. That makes it easier for you to identify strange persons in your community. Because you know who the people are who live in there. The other thing it does, because neighbors are friends, you will know when your neighbor is not at home. So you can give a special eye on the neighbor's property. Too many of us are too selfish. So we pay attention to only those things that are of concern to us. But what about your neighbor? Because today it's your neighbor, but what about tomorrow? Could very well be you. So I encourage you to get yourself into groups like neighborhood watches. Those will help your community tremendously. And all of us can coexist as neighbors, good neighbors. That at the end of the day, this project this evening would have served the purpose of changing the lives of all of us who are gathered here and those who we have influence over. Again, congratulations to the recipients and thank you very much for listening.
Water Valley Development Committee to appreciate our services to the community. But before I say, I would like to say one thing here, that the Castleton Primary and Junior High has produced the champion boy spelling person for St. Mary. I would like you to appreciate that. It is fitting for us to accept, because many times people throw accolades on others when they die. And it's fitting for us at this stage that they appreciate the services, whether individually or for the school. I would like to say thanks to Mr. Sinclair for and his team for the initiatives. I would like to say thanks to Mr. Powell for the words that he has given. I'm not giving a vote of thanks, but we as the recipient of these awards are appreciative of what has been done to us. So on behalf of everybody, and I think all of us would like to say a big thank you for what has been done to us. And I hope, although I may only have a couple of months leaving the parish, I hope sometime I will be back to assist. Thank you all on behalf of my fellow.
Thanks, Mr. Jagan. Ladies and gentlemen, we are wrapping up. I get enough of Mr. Sinclair life. Can walk with this now. Miss Carrie-Ann Davis will now do the vote of thanks for us. Miss Davis.
Pleasant good evening to everyone. On behalf of the Water Valley Development Committee, I'd first like to thank God for such a rewarding and lovely evening. Yes. I want to give a special thank you to our guest speaker, ACP Elon Powell. To all our special guests, a heartfelt thank you for spending such a lovely evening with us. Thanks to photographer Mr. David Clark from Microdac Videos, who came from Atlanta, USA to offer his services. To the ushers from Friendship Gap Police Youth Club and the Caribbean Wrestling Entertainment Team, thank you all. To Tapioca Village Retreat for the usage of the facilities and for catering for this event. We'd also like to thank Empathic Entertainment for providing music and the PA system. Also to our MC, Mr. Campbell. Finally, a big thank you to all the persons who came out to support the awardees and our organization. Continue to enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Thank you, everyone.
Ah, you're still here. I know why. I too love the music of Mr. Leslie Butler. Thank you, Leslie, for donating your music to Microdac. Speaking of donation, it is because of donations and sponsors why I'm able to make videos. So, don't be shy. Click on the donate button and donate today. Ask your friends to do the same. Thank you.
Thank you.